what's up? How you doing, everybody? Thought I'd start with a local band from out of Springfield, Missouri, Elda Mort. Some death thrash. So I have this playing in the background. I'll post a link if I can find it on the internet. But anyway, so I had a comment on one of my videos asking me what my favorite death thrash bands were, and I made a video literally probably about 2 years ago on the subject, and what the guy was asking, and I forgot your handle. It's a whole bunch of numbers and stuff, so I'll put a link, or I'll tag you in this video. But anyway, he was asking me a good list, a good starter list of death thrash bands that I like, and I said, hell yeah, I'll make a video out of it. So that's what I did instead. I said I'd go ahead and just make a video, and let's get with it. So obviously there's got to be some stuff that everybody knows. Throw my pillow over there. But I'm gonna start off with the granddaddy of death thrash, in my opinion, this Seven Churches. And I didn't look anything up. I just grabbed a whole bunch of shit off the fucking shelf, and if I know the date I'll say it, but pretty much everything is between 85 and 2019. I think this is a hell of a death thrash album as well. I don't really think their second album is death thrash. I think they're just straight up thrash, but these two albums for sure are death thrash albums. The big debate is if this was the first death metal album. Well, technically I guess it is, because most of the albums coming out that we consider death metal was very thrashy, in my opinion. Could be wrong. You can or correct me in the comments below. I'll be happy about that. I have a couple of honorable mentions because I'm not sure if they're death thrash, but they're pretty aggressive. So definitely Morbid Angel, Abominations of Desolation, released in 1986. Rigor Mortis, they're self-titled, released in 1988. This is very thrashy, but the lyrics are death metal, in my opinion. And then Blood Feast, which this is a Kill for Pleasure, which in my opinion is death thrash, but when I looked these up, it just said death metal, or thrash metal, I should say. So these are definitely good starting points if you don't know them. Blood Feast, Rigor Mortis, Morbid Angel, and this is on the blackened side a little bit too. So I have those. I got a couple other honorable mentions, if I remember where I put it. God damn it, I have everything spread out. God damn it. I'll find it eventually. So this is death thrash, in my opinion. Sepulture's first 4 albums. Morbid Visions, 1986, I believe. Definitely Schizophrenia. It's a hell of a thrash album. Love that one. Beneath the Remains, which I just talked about. I finally got the vinyl and showed it in another video. And Arise. So these are definitely death thrash albums. Another honorable mention would be Demolition Hammer, but I don't have any of their material. My cassettes, both of them are freaking tore up. So god damn it. So that's an honorable mention. I know somebody's going to say Demolition Hammer. So there we have it. Another one that a lot of people would think is death metal, but to me, the first 2 albums by Vader, or not the first 2, but the first couple albums by Vader are definitely death thrash. De Profundis, released in 95, and I think this one was released in 92, if I remember right. The Ultimate Incantation, beautiful freaking album. I love that artwork. Love this album too. So there you have on the honorable mentions, because those are debatable. But so my favorite shit, we got a shitload of albums here. God damn it. I didn't think this through. So always thought that Dark Angels, Darkness Descends is death thrash. That way, this is pretty aggressive shit. So needs no introduction. Everybody should know Dark Angel. Love this fucking record. But in particular, I think this one's death thrash. Of course, correct me if you think I'm wrong. And then let's go to Paul Speckman stuff. Abomination, his first band. I think this was released in '88 as well. I can't remember. Should be. But self-titled album. This thing is aggressive and mean and full of hate. But definitely, if you don't know this one. And of course, Master Paul Speckman again. And this is a killer one. I was actually listening to this when I was thinking about what I was going to answer. This is my favorite, one of my favorite death thrash albums of all time, just because it has a bass solo on it, I think. But also the music is fucking killer. Funeral Bitch is my favorite track on it. I love the bass solo, the Black Sabbath cover on this, Children of the Grave, Terrorizer, fucking killer. This album was fucking brutal as hell, which I've talked about. I actually think I played this in a video. But death thrash extraordinaire, if you want to call it that. Fucking killer shit. Sacrifice out of Canada. I think this is a very aggressive album. Released in 1987. I should have brought their other album, Torment and Fire. But this one, goddamn, Forward to Termination, that freaking Terror Strikes, Reanimation, Afterlife, Flames of Armageddon, the Entity, killer one. This one right here, definitely. I'm kind of going through these quick. Solstice, released this one in 1991. This one is fucking awesome. I only have this Solstice album, but there's a couple other ones I want to get. But this is my favorite one. This is freaking brutal shit. Has a killer SMD Carnival cover. Fucking rules. Survival Reaction is fucking killer. That's the fucking bomb right there. Bomb shit. Ripping Corpse. Dreaming with the Dead, released in '91. These are two must-have death thrash albums if you ask me. Out of everything here and the Master, these three are the freaking ultimate. Goddamn, every one of these are ultimate. So never mind what I just fucking said. Every one of these goddamn albums are fucking killer. Ripping Corpse, Dreaming with the Dead. Sweetness, fucking love that song. Can you feel the sweetness? Dreaming with the Dead, Anti-God, Glorious Depravity, Beyond Humanity, Feeling Pleasure Through Pain, Ultimate Thrash, Death Thrash album. Hopefully I'm not fucking this all up. Of course, Hell Witch. This is probably the closest to death metal here, but it's very thrashy at the same time. I've always had a hard time pronouncing that. Surgical Miscreancy, I guess, or Cynical Miscreancy. But anyway, this one, if you don't know it, definitely listen to this bastard. This has some freaking double bass, kick drum going like fucking nuts in it. But the Ascent, Nosferatu is my favorite track on this. Viral Exgience. Man, I can't fucking read these, so I shouldn't read them. But anyway, Hell Witch, definitely look this one up if you don't know it. Of course, Cabal, which is Killjoy's side project. This is called Midian. I think it was released in 1990 or 1991, one of those years. But this is a definite fucking get for death thrash. The first Pestilence album Malvis Malcaforman. I always have a hard time pronouncing words, but this one is a definite death thrash album. Upper tier, but every track on this motherfucker is killer. I got this version because it has that Teutonic Invasion 2 compilation song, because I don't have that compilation and I wanted that fucking song, Hatred Within. But this one's a killer fucking death thrash album right here. It's the fucking bomb. Mortuary, Blackened Images. I think this is 1990 or 1991. It's from a band from Mexico, which I got to see with Slayer on a Divine Intervention tour. But Abyss Angel, Sickish Disease, Sacrilegious Asphyxiation, Reign of Dead, Bloodstorm, Rite of Death, Blackened Images. This is not the original artwork. I think I've seen vinyl that has this. I don't know if this is, maybe they had two, but this is killer. My cassette had a different cover. It was a more of a blue, weird shit on it. Definite death thrash. Silent Scream. This from the darkest depth of the imagination, out of California. I think this was released in 1992. Self-Abuse, killer. Title track is killer. Open Season, Theater of the Depraved, Matrix of Madness, Rise and Fall. I mean, this one's an absolute gem. Fuck yeah. I love this video. I'm going through these quick. Definitely another death thrash masterpiece. I think this was released in '88. Maybe 91. I can't remember when this was released. Morbid Saint, Spectrum of Death. Goddamn, this is evil shit. Lock Up Your Children, Burned at the Stake, Assassin, Damien, Crying for Death, Spectrum of Death, Scars, Beyond the Gates of Hell. Evil shit right here. This is an absolute masterpiece. Oh shoot, I got a shitload of vinyl to show too. From Germany, released in 1991. This is Protector with a Shedding of Skin. This is one of the best. Definitely one of the best. Has an intro and it goes into Mortuary Nightmare. A Shedding of Skin is killer. The vocals on this fucking awesome. Retribution of Darkness, Doomed up to Failure, Whom Gods Destroy. This is a badass. I need Golem so I could show that one, but this is one of my favorites. I even have the poster kind of right there. Came from this. Let's put this one together. It's the same band, but so Incubus Serpent Temptation, I think, was released in '88. And then this is Incubus, but Opprobrium, Beyond the Unknown. Both of these albums rip ass. And it depends on what kind of mood. I kind of like this one a lot more because it's a lot more rawer. But I like this one because the drums are more fucking insane. But Certain Accuracy is awesome. The Deceived Ones, Cursed of the Damned Cities, Beyond the Unknown, Freezing Torment, Massacre of the Unborn. And this one is, my favorite tracks on this is Voices from the Grave, Sadistic Sinner, Blasphemous Prophets, the title track, Serpent Temptation, Hunger for Power. Absolute fucking beast right here. Just talked about this not too long ago, but this is definitely kind of a blackened death thrash, I guess. Infernal Majesty with None Shall Defy. My favorite song, one of my favorite songs of all time is on this one, Night of the Living Dead. But Canadian fucking killer album, definitely. I've just talked about it, so I'm not going to go spend too much with it, but I think it was released in '87. Doesn't say. Of course, somebody's going to ask where the Sadist is. This is my favorite Sadist album, A Vision of Misery. My other CDs are fucking missing, so I don't know if my brother borrowed them or what. But I can't find them, so this is the only one I had to show. But this one's killer. It has Steve DiGiorgio on it, of course, playing some fantastic bass on this motherfucker. This one's a must get. A lot of you already know all these, but for those that don't, that's why I'm making this video. Strapido by Slaughter, Canadian. Canadians know how to make some freaking evil ass aggressive thrash. Strapido, the Curse, Disintegrators, Incinerator, Parasites, FOD, Fuck Off Death, Tortured Souls, Nocturnal Hell, Tales of the Macabre, Maim to Please, One Foot in the Grave, Tyrant of Hell, and Death Dealer. I think this is maybe 87 or 88. I'm not sure when this one was released either. But it's definitely, if you're wanting death thrash bands, I got them right here. Now, I missed a whole bunch, but I just grabbed what I could. Messiah is a choir of horror from Switzerland. I think this was released 90 or 91. But this is definitely a badass death thrash album. I can't see the titles, but my favorite song is Weena, the very last track. You have to listen to this whole badass motherfucker to get to the last fucking track that kills. Northern Command is killer. Choir of Horrors, the title track. Weeping Willow. And I love the artwork. Must have. Only got a couple more. Actually, you know what? I just talked about it not too long ago, but this is a death thrash album. Hypnosia, Extreme Hatred. And I said it's right. I think in the video I showed this a couple days ago. I said Extreme Salvation, which I didn't catch until I was rewatching the video. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? And the last one, Devastation Idolatry. Any Devastation album, but this is my favorite one. Deliver the Suffering, Free Will, Forsaken Hatred, Soul of Sacrifice, Idolatry, Legacy of Faith, Subconscious and Never Believe. There's my list of my favorite, literally, death thrash albums. Every one of those fucking rule. And then I'm going to throw these in here just for shits and giggles, because that's what I do. Honestly, this feels like a death thrash album in some parts. Not the whole album, but some parts. And then this is definitely a death thrash album by Testament. And the most underrated freaking Testament album in their catalog that everybody puts at the very end is one of my favorites. This is a badass motherfucker. So anyway, there you have it. That's my my list. So I hope you dug that. To the fella that made that comment. That was an awesome comment. I could have showed so much more. Honestly, I'd say not that one. I'd say this is a death thrash album too, by Death. They want more thrashy on these last couple albums. It's Symbolic, fucking killer. Try to see if I have any more death thrash I haven't mentioned. I don't know. My video. So y'all have a good one. I hope you guys like this. Later.